Good day, guys. Got another scorcher of a day here, so no one's going out doing anything. But last night, it was really hot and no one could sleep. So at about 1 o'clock, 1 a.m., 1:30, I was sort of half asleep, half not, and I got a email through, and it was from Adam, Adam Aiken. He's got a YouTube channel, and he does a lot of testing between detectors and coils and things. And I looked at his email. I had a link on it. It had a link to something to do with the X coils. It was someone pulling one down, and it was X-rays, and you could see all inside the coil. And people, I was saying in my previous video, people rave about these. So at 1:30, I just picked up the iPad and I did a video, right? And I said, I'm going to do a video. Why not? I'll do it right now, laying in bed. I don't really care. It's only information. So, you know, I was talking about the X coil, and I put a link down the bottom, and I stuck it up on YouTube, and it raised all these red flags. And I'm going, what's going on here? It was putting restrictions on it, and I'm going through this. I'm going, what is it? There's nothing wrong with this video. It's just information. And what the problem was I put in the information when I wrote it in for the header, X coils. You can't write X on YouTube. It flags it. It thinks it's XXX or something. It thinks it's something to do with naughty business. And I couldn't. I just stuff it. So I just put the video on private, and then it came up and said, "Oh, it's been flagged by some AI." Haha, AI gets it wrong. Proves that, doesn't it? Some algorithm, and yeah. And then I looked down further and it said, "Request a human to look at it." Anyway, I did that, and it's still sitting there with a big bright orange thing on it, so it's not going up online. It causes your channel to become in disrepute, so don't put up stuff like that if it gets the flag on it, because it'll probably flag the rest of your videos, and you'll go in the sin bin, and no one will be able to see anything. I know it's happened to some medical channels, which were, basically, um, along the lines of don't trust the medical companies, the pharmacies, and, pull herbs out your, or herbs as people call them, depends where you come from, out of your backyard and stuff like that. Anyway, so, you can get completely squashed down if you trigger these algos with your videos. Anyway, I had a look at my video, what I did, and I actually picked up quite a lot of really interesting information of why the X coils work so well. And it's really funny because it actually goes back to things I was doing 10 years ago with coils, right? It's 10 years ago, at least, maybe 15 years ago. The X coils have ferrite cores in them. And I've been told other people put ferrite cores, but I have it, and this is, I'm going to say I have it on my own opinion. My own opinion, they are using the wrong type of ferrite for what they are trying to do. So I'm going to delve into that. What I might do, or what I'm going to do, I shouldn't say might when I've already decided to do it. I'm going to get my whiteboard out. I actually went to the trouble of buying new whiteboard markers, so I'll be able to use it because all the other ones dried up. And I'm going to do a detailed explanation on the windings in these coils. I can't talk about the ones that Coiltech and Nugget Finder make because I haven't got one in bits. I don't possess 7,000 coils because I mean, I've got customers 7000s, but I don't own one, so I can't, you know, pull my own stuff apart. Not that I would probably do it anyway on something like that. You know, you look at the price of the course. I couldn't get over the X coils, what they were asking for, and I really fell off my chair. And there's only subtle differences between the coils, as far as I can tell. And it's a winding technique they've done. I don't know if anyone's really picked up on it because they think maybe they go, "Oh, that's interesting. That's a bit messy, right?" But it's not really messy. Things are done for a reason, and you know, as these coils, they do technically come out of Russia. Russia is really good at this sort of stuff, making coils, RF equipment, antenna systems. Russians are really, really good at it. Have been forever, and more so than probably any other country on the planet. They are really right into this ELF, HF sort of um, area and excel at it. They really do. Uh, but yeah, they've basically, you know, these guys are probably making, you know, submarine transmitters and stuff like that, you know, on very low frequencies. They understand a lot about it. And I don't know, they've started making coils. But I can understand, I saw it and I said, that's a key point there. Oh, that's another key point there. But I'm going to go into a few things. I'm going to go and do a whiteboard on it because, and at the same time, you're going to have to reference what I'm doing. Well, I suppose I could get their pictures and just video it. Um, I don't want to upset anyone's copyright material, but you know, it's they're putting it out there. I'm videoing in my room. It's my computer. Their website happens to be on it. I think that's quite okay. But I'm going to point it out rather than just go and pull some super expensive coil apart. If the information's there, I'm going to make use of it. And we're going to call this an educational video. So if it's educational, it sort of jumps a few or jumps through a few hoops, and it's more likely to be left alone. It's like patents. You can't go and reproduce someone's patent unless it's you know, you're proving the point to yourself or it's educational. So that's the way I'm going to look at it. So yeah, that video I did last night, it's disappeared for the time being. I don't know if I'll put it back up. It needs some human intervention from YouTube. If they do, they do. They don't, they don't. You know, it's pretty all over the shop because, you know, it was 28 degrees Celsius last night at 1:30 odd, and no one could sleep and rolling around, and yeah, I was half awake, half asleep, doing a video in bed. Crazy. But yeah, I've got to. I'm still going to make it about the X coils, but what I'm going to do to get around the actual writing X coils, I'm going to do what I should do on all my videos. I just don't do it. Everyone writes all the clickbait on the video. You know, oh wow, look at this. You know, sparks, bloody fire, brimstone, all sorts of sensationalism to get clicks. I just couldn't be bothered. It's not the name of the game. This is more to do with information. And I don't really, there's no skin off my nose if anyone watches it or not. You know, some people want to watch it. I know there's a lot of experimenters out there who definitely want to know information. And this beats doing 1,000 emails or 1,000 phone calls. God forbid, don't. So I'm trying to get information out that people want to know about and they can experiment with just via doing it on YouTube. It's very efficient, and yeah, we'll see how we go. But I'm just going to put this up just as a a preamble to what I'm going to do on those X calls, and we're going to have a look at why everyone raves about them, and I can probably go into some of the finer detail of how they operate on a 7000 and where the benefits are in the way they do it. So we'll see. Yeah, otherwise I'm just going to ramble on now. So I'll get that organised and I'll put this up so you all know it's coming, and up it goes. And the clickbait across the screen, I'm going to do it as a what do they call it? I don't know what you want to call it. The little photo for the video. I'm going to write X coils across it in big yellow writing, and see if it gets tagged or flagged or whatever. I don't think it will. It's only when you write something X. I tried it. As soon as I removed the word X, it allowed me to put it up. So how can you talk about X coils when you can't say what the video's about? It's crazy. Poor Elon Musk. He can't mention Twitter. Well, X on YouTube. You write X. Sorry, not allowed. It's crazy. Fix the algo, guys. Fix it. It's crazy. Anyway, enough waffle. I'm gonna get onto it. Catch us.